we're going to be going over some of the things you need to start your own home gym. I'm going to take you through my home exercise area a little bit. You can see I'll start off with the 1/2 inch thick foam mat that I covered the whole floor with. Just left a couple small areas where it's still cement. I'll point that out right now. Right where I got my dumbbells, I kept that all cement, because if you leave the dumbbells on the foam mat, you're gonna get indentations like this. You don't want too much of that on your mat, so it's good to keep the dumbbells off to the side. Got a good rack of dumbbells over here, 35s all the way down to 10s. Century Bob over here. Could do just about anything with the Century Bob, whether you're doing kickboxing, boxing, just trying to get a workout. I've got a lot of videos on drills to do on the Century Bob. Great thing about the Century Bob is its height is adjustable, so you could adjust that height to comfort yourself or to prepare for a taller opponent or a shorter opponent. Okay. Over here got a full dip station with the pull-up bar on the back. A lot of training you could do on this here. My favorite, the bars at the bottom. I like to do handstands while gripping those bars at the bottom, or do planks, lifting the whole body off the floor, just holding onto those 2 bars there. Currently I got the double end bag hooked up to it for one of my little ones. And if you don't have room for a dip station like this, one good way to get your pull-ups in at home would be to pick up one of these Gold Gyms pull-up bars. You just put it right in the door frame. Any standard door frame this will fit to. If you have an older house, colonial style, anything probably earlier than the 1900s, then your door frame is not going to fit this. But as long as your house is fairly new, these will fit right in the door frame. You could even use it to do push-ups as well. And any core exercise I do, I can easily do on this mat here. 1/2 inch thick foam is just fine for core exercise. Anytime let's just say you're doing a sit-up, when you go back down to being flat on the mat, you're gonna go back with control, not let your head whack the mat. You always go back with control and let your head touch the mat gracefully. Okay? So you don't need to worry about too much cushion. As long as you got that 1/2 inch thick foam, you should be good. If you want a little bit extra, you can get one of these 8-foot mats. This is 2 inches thick of foam. So if you're doing anything like ninja rolls or jiu-jitsu, you're going to want to pick up one of these mats for your home gym. Okay? These fold right up and they're easy to carry. Incline bench, very good for core. I do a lot of exercise on the incline bench. Now we're just going through a little bit of everything that I use here. Got the speed bag here with a speed swivel. Smaller speed bag, a little bit more accuracy in your punches. Okay, this very fast speed bag, good with the speed swivel. Okay, couple heavy bags there, I hang those outside. Century Bob is really good for indoors. You don't have to worry about where you're gonna hang them from, you know. If you're hanging heavy bags, you gotta be real careful. Whether you're hanging it from a beam, you gotta be very careful. Even if you hang it from a strong beam, gives a lot of vibration in your walls, you know. Not the same as the way your gym is constructed. We have a treadmill here, good for the winter when you don't want to run outside. Another rack of dumbbells. Got 40 down to 25, and then I got 10s over there. These ones have handles so that you can grip it real well to be able to throw punches with these dumbbells here. These are 10 pounds each. My personal favorite, ankle weights and weighted vest. This is a 40-pound weighted vest. I strap that on. I put the ankle weights on. Those are 10-pound ankle weights each ankle. That's an extra 60 pounds on me, and I just shadow box with that weight on. Increases your speed a lot. So depending on whether you're trying to just do fitness for your home gym, or whether you're trying to kickbox or do Muay Thai or boxing, it's gonna vary on what you prefer, okay? I got a brand new double end bag over here. Just haven't hung it up yet. That's gonna be the next thing I add to my home gym. Okay, so let's go from the bare minimum. If you were to have one of these mats here, you would be able to do all kinds of core exercise. You'd be able to do push-ups, hitting the chest, arms, core. You can do squats freestanding without any weight. So you can get a really good workout without much equipment, okay? So it all depends on what you prefer, what you have room for. You know, for example, I also have the throwing knife board over here to be able to throw throwing knives or shurikens at the throwing knife boards. So now we're gonna downsize a little bit. So if I didn't want to have all these dumbbells here, you know, 40 and 45 is about my max, you know. 10 pounds is something I would punch with. 25 I could still get a little bit of a workout with if I'm doing curls or butterflies. So if I wanted to downsize this, let's say I had to get rid of some of these or I couldn't fit all of these, I would go with the 35s and the 30s just right in the middle, so I could do more different exercises with those dumbbells. Curl bar is real good to have, doesn't take up too much space. If you want extra plates, you can just stack them up. Doesn't take up too much space to have a curl bar, and there's a lot you could do with it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed my home gym. I made this video because a viewer asked me a question in the comments section. He asked me what would be some good stuff to start up his own home gym. And I thought giving a good view of what I have here, a little bit of everything, would be a good help. Obviously, if you're not into boxing or Muay Thai, you won't have a century bob over here. If you're not into throwing knives, you won't have that. You could do a very good amount of work with very little, okay? As long as you have the space to do it. Doing push-ups, doing core exercises on the mat, and then you could do a lot with dumbbells. So I definitely recommend dumbbells. I could do anything I could do on machines, I could do with dumbbells. So one rack of dumbbells, you're good to go. Another thing I like to keep in my exercise area at home is punching mitts. Never know when you're gonna have a friend over who wants to do some training, or your wife, your daughter, your son, family members. It's good to keep some punching mitts at home. I always keep a pair at home and a pair in the gym bag for the gym. I have extra equipment here just as storage. You don't want to use your exercise area too much for storage, because that's going to take over, and little by little you're going to notice you have no space to do any training, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to Pride Martial Arts. If you got any questions about any of the equipment on how to use it, I most likely already have videos on it. I could put the link for it in the comments section. If I don't, I'd be glad to make a video for it. And hope you enjoyed the video.